I don't feel bad for thinking this anymore, not even a little bit, because there's no such thing as too suspicious. That feeling in my gut is not paranoia, it's a warning. It's history speaking. It's the ancestors whispering, pay attention, they fooled you before. Because every time I see an older white person, I wonder, where were you during the civil rights movement? Were you watching? Were you silent? Or were you in the crowd? The one in those old grainy black and white photos, sneering at a little black girl walking into school, throwing bottles at a protester, cheering when our leaders were shot. Because let's be honest, somebody was holding the rope. Somebody was making the phone calls. Somebody was writing the laws that kept us locked out, shut down, and erased. And those somebodies, they didn't just disappear. Racism didn't die. It aged. It changed clothes, put on a suit, went to work, got promoted. The people who spat at Ruby Bridges, the ones who bombed our churches, who smiled at the camera during lynchings, they grew up. They became teachers, principals, police chiefs, judges, landlords, bank executives, and senators. They wrote policies. They handed out loans. They decided who got hired, who got arrested, who got a second chance, and who never got a first one. And now, when we look at them, when that suspicion rises in our chests, they try to ease it with a smile and that same old tired line. Well, things were just different back then. We know exactly what that means. It means back then, we didn't have to hide. It means back then, we could say it with our whole chest, out loud, in broad daylight, and nothing would happen to us. It means back then, we were comfortable. Because if they had marched, if they had fought, if they stood on the right side of history, we wouldn't have to ask. They'd never let us forget it. But silence? Silence is an answer too. I don't feel bad anymore. Because I see it, how they kept the grip on power, how they locked black families out of wealth, how they rewrote the laws, kept the chains, how they passed it all down, the money, the land, the system, the mindset. And now, they want us to stop asking, to let it go, to act like it's all in the past. But we don't forget, we can't, because that feeling, that suspicion, that's not paranoia. It's protection. That's the ancestors standing behind us whispering, keep your eyes open. They fooled you before.